Hello, my name is Michael Wiglar. I go to Conestoga College, and I'm currently studying a business program. I'm in my last semester. I've been playing Call of Duty as long as I can remember, honestly. My first one I can really remember playing was Black Ops 1 with my dad specifically. He was kind of the one who got me interested in it in the first place when I was, I'd say, 11 or 12. And then as I got older in the teens, we'd always play it around Christmas time, just kind of play all the retro CODs. It kind of was my stepping stone into competitive Call of Duty. I would say the first time I realized I had, a little bit of talent is when I was playing AW, Advanced Warfare. I had a little group I would be playing kind of game battles, UMGs with when they were still around, and we did pretty well. We were usually on the top of those ladders, so that was kind of the first inkling to me that I thought I might be able to do something competitively. So I've always seen the CCL like from afar. I've been competing in challenges for a long time since World War II almost, or since Black Ops 4 was my first competitive Call of Duty when I went to challengers events. But I've been seeing college COD grow for a long time. One of the last Toronto XPs that I attended, I believe it was the one last summer. Potsy reached out to me afterwards, our coach Potsy. He expressed that he had some interest in me going to the college. I was kind of on the back tail end of my career at that point, or competitive career. And I thought that it would be a good opportunity to kind of continue it a little bit longer. I have some interest background in kind of starting my own business, which is why I wanted to do the business course in the first place. So the stars kind of aligned for it to happen. I wanted to play competitive COD a little longer, as well as while furthering my personal life, getting a business degree, being able to help me in the future. Honestly, one of the main things I'd say is just make sure it's right for you. I've seen a lot of scenarios where kind of someone's has a general interest about college, but once they get started, they kind of that interest starts to fade away, and they kind of, some people end up wasting their own time with it. So one thing I would say, just be sure about what you're doing. I know life's never certain, but do some research into what you want to do. Like I said, the stars aligned for me. I went to college in the past for a different degree. Didn't exactly work out. Kind of life changes. But the stars aligned for me to go to College COD and go to Conestoga. Very grateful to Potsy for the opportunity that he gave me. But again, you want to be sure about what you're doing. You want to be passionate about what you're doing. Even if you're passionate about just COD, you don't want to be going to college for just COD. You want to be setting yourself up for the future. So that's one of the biggest things that I would suggest is just try and be as prepared as you can be. Got to have a lot of time management skills. Sometimes you got to make sacrifices one thing for another. Me personally, I can't always scrim when I'd like to, just because life gets in the way. I have a daughter at home, I have a wife and kid, I got a job as well. So it's all about finding the best balance for you. Everyone has different timings that works for them. Everyone works different hours, has different schedules. So it's all about finding the right balance. We have a very flexible team that we can work around. We practice when we can, but we all understand at the end of the day, life comes first, school comes first. You got to make sure you're finding that right balance while also finding the time to practice at the same time. We have three new players with Cole, Mintz, and Sweep. Two of them, it's their first year playing challengers, or I think it's Cole's first year and a half. We have a lot of young talent coming up this year. I'm very proud of what our roster last year was able to do and the progress we made. But the ceiling this year, man, it's pretty different. These guys have a lot of skill. I think we showcased it a little bit at Toronto XP, the most recent one. If you didn't see us there, yeah, we're really excited for this year. We got a lot of hungry talent. We're just looking to showcase our skills. I'm kind of the unk of the roster this year. I mean, I was last year too, but I'm just trying to give these guys, give them the best advice I can, lead them to victory, because they're really talented, man. You're going to see them in challengers this year. You're going to see their names, I promise. Oh, he's been a real pleasure to work with, honestly. I think me and Eric have a really good relationship. Starting, back from last year, he's taught me a lot. He's kind of, even at this stage in my time here, he's teaching me a lot about myself competitively as well. And he adds a very good structure. He supports me with the structure that we provide to our team. He has a lot of analytical things that he provides, a lot of stats that kind of help us break down some of the issues that we need to figure out. He's a great presence, in the locker room. Honestly, like before games, before lands, he's a great presence to be around. And honestly, I consider him a friend. He's a really great guy. For sure. We're always streaming on Twitch and YouTube. I believe it's Conestoga Esports is the Twitch at. But yeah, we stream all of our NACE matches, all of our CCL matches when we can. Myself, I don't stream as much, but my teammates Cole, Sweep, and Mince, they all stream. So yeah, we're streaming all the time. Like I said, we're always looking to get better. We're looking to showcase this year in CCL, build up on our T25 performance last semester and show why, Conestoga is a force to be reckoned with.